Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you all are fine. Today I am going to discuss about the chapter number 9. I am going to start your next topic, that is about ammonia and other fertilizers. Dear students, we all know about ammonia. We have discussed in the previous lecture about the ammonia. Ammonia is basically a chemical compound with a formula NH3, and we use ammonia to make the fertilizers. Basically, what is fertilizer? Fertilizer word comes from the word fertile, and fertilizers are basically the chemical substances that are supplied to the crops to increase their productivity or production. They are basically supplied or provided to the crops to increase their growth due to the increasing demand of our population. They are used by the farmers daily to increase the crop yield. You can see these are the different fertilizers and the chemical compounds that are used to increase the growth of the plant as well as their production. Ammonia. Ammonia is the main chemical compound. We use ammonia to make the fertilizer. But what is ammonia? Ammonia is basically a chemical substance. They have a strong smelling property, and it is a colorless gas with a formula NH3, and they have many uses. The main use is that they are used as a smelling salt to revive the people when they have fainted. How ammonia is made? Basically, ammonia is produced or made by mixing the two gases. One is hydrogen and one is nitrogen under the pressure. When they both gases react together under the pressure, ammonia gas is formed. However, there are different uses of ammonia. Ammonia is used in cleaning fluids around the home, such as detergents, and it is used in making some of the fertilizers. And we all know fertilizers are the chemical compounds that increase the production of the crops, and it is used in explosives, and it is used in making plastics. So there are different uses of ammonia in our daily life. How the ammonia is made? Basically, we get nitrogen, and nitrogen is obtained from the liquid air, while the hydrogen is made by reacting the methane in the natural gas with the steam. Hot pellet or pieces of iron are also needed to make the nitrogen and hydrogen combine together to form ammonia. Iron is used as a catalyst, so they increase their reaction. Nitrogen and hydrogen in the presence of iron react together and they make ammonia. You can see on the screen. We get nitrogen from the air and we get hydrogen from the natural gas. When these both gases react together in the presence of iron catalyst with a temperature of about 400 to 450 degrees centigrade, these both gases react together to form ammonia gas, and ammonia gas are cooled and ammonia gas turned into a liquid. So we use ammonia to make a fertilizer because ammonia consists of the nitrogen, and nitrogen is useful for all the plants and crops. They increase their growth as well as production. So much of the ammonia produced every year is used to make the fertilizers. Fertilizers containing the nitrogen, it helps to grow the plants better, and they produce lots of lush green leaves. You can see. With the help of fertilizers, the plants grow better and produce lots of lush green leaves. And there are many uses of ammonia. Now I'm going to discuss about ammonia that is used in the fertilizers. You can see the crops production. Their production or growth increases by the use of fertilizers. Insufficient nitrogen. Basically, the soil consists of all the nutrients that is useful for the growth of the plants, but sometimes the soil may do not have enough nitrogen or sufficient nitrogen present in it, so it affects the plant growth and the plants become stunted and they start to turn yellow. Their color become yellowish. These plants do not produce high yield of crops. You can see the color of the crops or the plants when they do not give or get enough nitrogen from the soil. Their colors start to turn yellow. Making ammonia fertilizer. Basically, the fertilizers are made by mixing the ammonia gas with a hot nitric acid. Then the solution is formed at the end, and this solution is then sprayed into the top of the tower. These droplets fall into a rising current of the cold air and form pellets. So the cold air is also passed into the tower. So when the droplets fall to the top of the tower with a rising current of the cooled air, the solid pieces or the pellets of ammonium salts are formed. You can see ammonia and the nitric acid when they both react together, ammonium nitrate with the formula NH4NO3 is formed, and this ammonium nitrate is used as a fertilizer that increase the production of the crops as well as their growth. Ammonia gas when changed into the ammonium salts and provide crops with nitrogen they needed. The chemical industry also make huge amount of or quantities of the fertilizers that contain phosphorus, which is another mineral that is essential if plants are grow healthy. Phosphorus is also the major component or the nutrient that increase the production of the crops as well as their growth. So all the chemical industries also make the huge quantity of fertilizers containing the phosphorus. Basically, one of the fertilizer is called the superphosphate. Basically, the superphosphate is also the good fertilizer that fertile the soil and increase the growth of the plants. Basically, this is made by treating the natural phosphate rock with a sulfuric acid. Danger of fertilizers. However, there are many danger of fertilizers. Sometimes fertilizers can make crops grow better because they provide the mineral salts that plant need to grow healthy. They can improve the yield or production of the crops as long as they are used in the correct amount. They increase their production, but there are some dangers of the fertilizer. Now, when the fertilizers are made, agriculture scientists grow two identical groups of plants and they give fertilizer to one group, not the two groups. At the end, they compare the growth and yield and production of both the plants at the end of the growing season. You can see there are two plants. The scientists give fertilizer to one plant, and at the end, they can see their growth as well as production. You can see the one plant grows with a green leaves and the one plant grows with a wilted and yellow leaves because one plant may do not have the sufficient nitrogen and one plant have a enough amount of nitrogen. So those plants that have enough amount of nitrogen, they grow much better as compared to the plant that do not get the enough amount of nitrogen. Sometimes too much fertilizer can cause many dangers. Basically, too much fertilizers can make the plants grow long and weak, and basically, it can stop the plants taking up water from the soil. Instead, the water passes from the plant roots into the soil, causing the plants to wilt and eventually die. You can see the plants wilt when they do not take the enough amount of water from the soil because there is more and more fertilizer in the soil. Heavy rain. Heavy rain can also wash fertilizers into the rivers. This leads to the rapid growth of the water plants and a decrease in the amount of oxygen in water. The plants die and so do the animals, which depend upon the plants for food and oxygen. You can see the rain and the heavy rain, these washes away all the fertilizers. And these fertilizers then passes into the rivers and they causes the water pollution. Bacteria. Bacteria also use plants and animals for food. The huge amount of or number of bacteria is also present in the river or the streams. So they use the dead plants and animals for food. So the amount of oxygen is also decreases in the water. So this may affect the aquatic life. And this polluted water could finish up eventually in our drinking supplies. Now our next topic is about margarine. Margarine is basically a food product that is basically made from the vegetables oils such as palm, corn, canola, olive, soya bean oil, and animal fats, and that is simply similar to the butter. Margarine is basically used for cooking and spreading on the bread. It basically looks like a butter. It is similar to the butter, but the main difference between butter and margarine is that butter is made from the dairy milk and margarine is made from the vegetables oils. You can see margarine, it looks like a butter. It is similar to the butter, but they have different composition. How margarine is made? Basically, to make a margarine, first we take the oil from the plants. We take a vegetable oil. This vegetable runny oil is basically a liquid and it has to be turned into a solid fat. And this is done by warming the oil to about 60 degrees centigrade. When we provide heat to about 60 degrees centigrade, then at the end we give hydrogen gas through it. We bubble hydrogen gas through it, and this process is known as hydrogenation. Hydrogenation are basically used to solidify, preserve, or purify many products. So in this case, hydrogen is also used, and this process is known as hydrogenation. The hydrogenation process increasing the melting point of the oil, so it is a solid rather than a liquid at room temperature. Margarine is soft or hot. It depends upon the hydrogen. It depends upon controlling the amount of hydrogen bubbled into the oil. You can see butter. Butter is made from the milk and margarine is made from the vegetable oil. There is a clear difference between the margarine and the butter, but it looks like similar. How margarine is made? First we collect the vegetable oil, then hydrogenation process occur. The hydrogen is bubbled through the vegetable oil and we provide heat to about 60 degrees centigrade, and at the end the margarine is formed that looks like a butter. You can see plant seed oils, vitamin A and D, many colors, flavors, additives, milk, salt, water. When they both mix together, we mix it and cool it, then we bubble hydrogen gas through it, so the margarine is formed. Thank you so much.